Alert, alert. Hey, 18.
Check it out.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen.
Fuck, I missed him.
He'll have a first down past the 40 and brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercising before this one, and they're paying off.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Trubisky gives to Cohen, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Preston Smith. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check. Lucky. No.
On On first down, it's Jones. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Nigga, how the hell you hurt? I didn't even throw you the goddamn ball.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Kill.
They run with Taylor. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Rodgers now to throw on 3rd down. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Let's go.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Hey, 626.
Now this time Rodgers will throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41.
36. 30. Shit. Watch the shit. Hey. Watch that. Live. Check 50.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And down to the 16-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Push him back. Shit.
Also over here.
Check 25. Right there.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 7, Rodgers.
Get the fuck out of here.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Gotta be
Brandon, this is why
fucking kidding me.
golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they're throwing interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Alert.
Bang. Hey, alert. Check 24.
They'll start things on 1st with Torrey Cohen. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Red,
Slam. Tight dog.
18.
Check. Kill.
Red, top.
Kill.
On 2nd down, it's Cohen. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Red, top.
Let's go.
Hey, exit.
Mike's 42. He runs.
On 1st down, Trubisky. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And now it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Trubisky will throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Mike 42, Mike 42.
Lock in, lock in.
Big stop, let's go.
Check. Hey, 18.
Hot, hot.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch.
Get the fuck out of here.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
I know he was going under.
12 yards and a first
That's
down
why
for
I
the
went there.
Bears.
Well, we always hear about the connections
Y'all
some
fucking killing me
quarterbacks
with
have
this
with
shit.
certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Hold the look, hold. Mike's 42, Mike's 42.
On 2nd and 12, Trubisky. They complete it to Hill. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Alert.
Check 13. 6 guys. Check.
Hey, 18.
Kill.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Third down. 180. They're running it. Mike 35. Here we go.
Alert. Red, up.
Hey, watch it.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Mike 35.
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Now they'll run it with Cohen. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. He'll buy some time right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
The tackle made at the 23-yard line. A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
35's the Mike. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Mike 35, Mike 35.
18.
Guys, it's out time.
Hey, seam 6.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Robinson's got it. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21.
How the fuck you don't get the
They
pick,
stop
bro?
it for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th
You
down.
right there in front of this
The
shit.
Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It sounds like you're going negative on me, partner.
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. An incomplete, an excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But 2nd down instead. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rodgers. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Here's Rodgers to throw.
Get the fuck out of here. No fucking way. No fucking way.
These guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Boy, if y'all ain't Madden ain't full of shit.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach,
and get it
that's
every
fielded
time.
in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
That ain't some bullshit. I don't know what bullshit is.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And maybe time for this offense to really hit the reset button. They were shut out in the first half, but still, they're right in this game.
They certainly are. What I like about it is that you actually continue to play. You know, you just find a way to make a few plays yourself, and you noted it. Right there on the border in this game. They're not.
Touchdown, Packers! Aaron Jones, an 80-yard touchdown, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point up and through.
Damn.
And they take the lead here at 7-6. The
Well,
kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
That's the problem. I forgot.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Cohen. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Good job, Alexander.
Deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
Now we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Alabama
They're
boy.
just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taylor now returning it. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now it's Rodgers. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They'll go again to Jones. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Check 3.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, it's hard to get them started again occasionally.
on 2nd and 9. Rodgers. He's got Smith here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 16. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Should I play action? Boy, listen to you, Madden.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. We are going. Check 3. Look again.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Tackle was made by Joel Iyiegbuniwe.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 2nd and 5 now.
God damn, you didn't block.
He's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Now we talk about players
He didn't
blitzing
even block.
all the
You were
time.
right fucking by him.
Often laugh and sometimes call it just straight ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
Oh, fuck, I switched playbooks. I ain't got my play. Fuck, I ain't got my play.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
26.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. There's Roquan Smith, who got his big hand in there to knock it away. And you wonder, Charles, could
I ain't
that
let him go out
decision
far
come
enough.
back to haunt them later?
Too busy
It really
fucking.
could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
Yeah.
But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick, I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the 3rd quarter. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Red, up. Lock in. Shit.
Again, it's Cohen. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th.
Red, up.
On first down, Cohen. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll run on first down. It's Cohen, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. On 2nd down now. It's Cohen, and he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On 3rd down, a run with
Come on, man.
He's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
That's going to be a long day. Undercrush.
On first down, Cohen. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
Hey, alert. Mike 35. Better bring it. Hey, wahoo.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Alert. Mike 35. Watch the slant.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
That was a nicely run slant route. And what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
I got you. Mike, ran, tough. Defense wins championships, baby. Hey, Delta. Mike, I got you.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will.
Man.
Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
God damn.
Okay, we've seen plenty of games. We've been there before. They thought they had this one over with. If they could have stopped them right there on that down, now they've got to continue to play. That's going to be tough.
That's tough because it was such great coverage. They had them blanketed, especially there in the secondary, but, hey, took off and found a way. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bears have retaken the lead. So what can the Bears do here as they'll go for 2?
Switch up.
Throwing now is Trubisky. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Yeah, that's true. You've said that before.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get
Come
it
on,
on a
Allison.
fourth down try. but they had to like the feeling that they had.
Hold on to the fucking ball.
They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. They'll run on first down. Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. He's back to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Check. Lucky. No.
On first down, Jones. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now Rodgers.
God damn, bro.
He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
What?
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Bravo! 58, right there. 6 man. Check curls.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears will get the football back.
You got it. Go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Ran, check 50.
They try again with Cohen. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off.